It's not about inclusivity at all. It's about money. And stop letting these brands use you. I feel like these brands think that we're all stupid. Where do we start? I literally see everything, but I say nothing. Sometimes you've got to know when to just sit there and eat your food. I just mind my own business. However, I have to talk about this subject because
It's annoying me.
and it's this whole inclusivity has now become a trend and a means to make money by using said buzzwords like zero tolerance. Do they even know what zero tolerance means? It means they're not tolerating it. Just an overall context for the video. So I'm going to be talking about brands who basically jump on the inclusivity bandwagon but are certainly far from inclusive. So the background that I'm coming from is I remember in university I studied at London College of Fashion. This was probably like 7 years ago. And I remember when we would do projects, people would always talk about making clothes for bigger sizes. They basically dreamt of the day when the fashion industry would be more inclusive, when we'd stop seeing size 0 models and start seeing models of all sizes. And I remember being back then and thinking, this is never actually going to happen. I can't actually see this. Now we're in 2019 where that is actually a reality. Inclusivity and diversity is big, it is huge. And now there are definitely brands that are inclusive and diverse and they don't have to shout about it because they just are. You can just see it. But I don't understand brands that are trying to jump on the bandwagon by using the words or not actually doing it. And so a brand that I want to talk about today is Polly. Now let's be clear, this is a brand that I actually genuinely like. I follow them on Instagram. I love how they've actually turned around their Instagram page because they used to be like any boutique. Now I feel like they're actually competing with the likes of Pretty Little Thing and things like that. So I feel like I like how they've changed around their aesthetic and it's more videos, it's more moving content. I actually really like it. However, I think a blind man would see that their page is far from inclusive. They have models that are size UK 6 to 8, maybe 8 to 10. The biggest you'll get is probably a size 12, and that's a model from America. They have one black model, that's the way that I can see it. And so the other day they decided to make a separate Instagram called Polly Inclusivity, and they put like plus size models, they put women of color, things like that. And I'm not really on Twitter, but I see it posted on Instagram. So people are talking about like, what the hell are you doing? And that's the first time I saw it. Yvonne Victoria, and she had posted it on her story, and I was like, this is a joke. Like, and the thing is, I have been seeing brands do this for a long time. When they jump on the inclusivity bandwagon, I'm just like, I'm literally like rolling my eyes because I know it's not authentic, it's not real. When I saw that Polly thing, I was just like, so bad, so bad. Nice try, but no. You literally can't just talk about inclusivity. You have to be inclusive. And so they're making a separate page to put their plus size, their women of color, whatever else they're gonna put on that page. It defeats the object of actually being inclusive. Why create a separate page to be inclusive? You're actually contradicting yourself. You're actually being exclusive without actually bringing them all together on the same page. I look at brands like Pretty Little Thing and they have women of all sizes, women with disability, they've got black women, they've got plus size women, and they've actually incorporated it into their main page. And it's like, that's how you do inclusivity. Don't exclude people and then say, oh, we'll give you a page but on hair. Like, it is so rude. Like, Polly, you are so rude. Like, that is a bad move. I recently just read an article and they had apologized for making a bad judgment. Women in Glasgow practically own the brand, and I can understand why they would make such a blunder. They probably don't have anyone that is plus size, and they certainly don't have anyone that's of color, because they definitely would not have made such an error and such a blooper. And the thing is, you don't have to force inclusivity. If you don't want to be inclusive, then don't be inclusive. Be like Victoria's Secret, who were like, we don't want plus size models on our catwalk. And look at them, they literally shut down how many stores around the world. They're shutting down because we the people have a voice now, which we did not have a few years ago. We kind of just went with it. You guys, followers, people who buy things, you guys actually have leverage now. If you don't like something, you can speak out about it. Fashion industry in general got away with murder. And that's why I love the power of social media, because it really is about making the change. And I have seen the change in the industry, and I'm so happy. Like, different sizes, I see women with disabilities. When I see all these kind of things, I'm like, wow, this is actually so freaking dope. Like, I never thought we would actually live in a world where big brands that we used to look at when we were younger, and we see ourselves represented. And I'm not trying to be a person that's like, representation matters, but it really, really does matter. Even when I'm out and I see like billboards and I see like people like me, like just normal people on billboards, normal people on advertisement, and it's just so crazy. Thank God we finally got there. I never thought it would happen. So because of this, and everyone's seeing how lucrative it is, because obviously when you include the people that you're trying to exclude for so long, you actually get a wider audience. You get more people interested in you. You make your brand more interesting when you include everybody. And now, because of the money and the potential that is in being inclusive, a lot of brands that aren't inclusive at the core now want to jump on the bandwagon and fly the flag of inclusivity when it's not even in their fabric. You can't be a page that only promotes skinny women and then say, oh, we want to be inclusive, either because people have complained, or two, because you want more money. And what I really hate, what I really, really hate, is when political statements or like statements of inclusivity comes a means for more consumerism, because ultimately that's what it's all about. Some brands, and I can tell, I don't know, maybe it's my sixth sense, maybe it's like my spirit just being like, this brand is not real. They don't give a damn about no black girls. They don't give a damn about plus size women. They don't give a damn about any of these other things. Like, they are just trying it because they know that they're not going to get ahead in 2019 or 2020 if they do not change up their game. Some of these brands are really changing it up, and I see them trying. Definitely not all the way there yet, and definitely don't completely understand. But one thing brands understand is the power of the coin, the power of the dollar, the power of the consumer. So these brands that may not be inclusive, they will change their whole brand ethos around just to make a pretty penny, just to make some coin, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's all about the money. And you as a consumer need to know who to give your money to and who to not give your money to. I'm practically sick to my back teeth of these brands who literally are trying it. I'm not about to be your black girl influencer just to fit a quota. And can I just talk about events? And this is one of the videos that I wanted to make after I made my video on why influencers are broke. I'm sure you guys checked that video out. It's probably been in your suggested list and you probably haven't watched it. Hey there. But one thing I definitely wanted to talk about was brands. Brands do a good job of exploiting their customers, and like I said, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. Brands, do they really care about us? No. And I remember somebody asked me a question on my Q&A on my Instagram, and they asked me this like last year. They asked me, do I think that inclusivity is genuine, and do I think that it's going to bring a lasting change? And I said, is it genuine? No. But is it going to bring a change? Absolutely. And it definitely has made a change. But is it genuine? No. Just because you put a few black girls in your ad campaign does not make you an inclusive company or inclusive brand. It just makes you a follower. Because if you really want to do that, you would have done this years ago. And pay attention to the brands who started this, who are authentic, because they don't have to shout about inclusivity. They just are inclusive. I go to a lot of branded events, yeah, and I'm not being racist or anything, but when there's black girls there, that party is popping, okay? That party is lit. That party is turned, okay? Let me not start on the music. Y'all want to be exclusive, but y'all still want to play our music? What? Y'all still want to hire our DJs? What? Like, you want to be exclusive and you want to be this whitewashed brand, however, you still want our DJs. Your parties would be dead without black music. I'm sorry, I said it. Your ad campaigns would be dead without black music, okay? Let's be clear. Black culture is not a trend. Being black is not a trend. It's just not. I just feel like we're being exploited. When a brand invites you on a blogger trip, and even though there's only 2 black girls, all the other 20 are not black. Let's just say that. They're just not black. Because you want to fit your inclusivity quota, no shade, you will bring 2 black girls on the trip. You will make room for 2 black people at your table. Not to mention, most of the time it's the same too. At the end of the day, it's all about numbers, because even when they bring the black influencers, it's the black influencers that have the most followers. And the fact is, the black influencers, they know this, we all know this. It's not about inclusivity at all. It's about sales and it's about money. All I'm saying is know who to give your money to, know who to invest in, know who to say, I co-sign this brand. Because every time you give your money, you are co-signing this brand. You're saying, yep, you speak for me, I can see myself represented here, you can have my money, okay? And I know this is about inclusivity, but I can only speak from my perspective as a black woman. We black folks are the biggest consumers. We black folks are the biggest consumers of everything. And I'm ashamed to say, but it's just a reality of the matter. We consume everything, okay? And this is another thing, guys, yeah, especially as an influencer, a big brand, let's say Fashion Nova, will want you to take pictures in their clothes, okay? Maybe they'll pay you or maybe they won't. Most of the time, they don't want to pay you because they're so stingy anyway. They want you to promote their clothes to your audience, which is predominantly the same color as you. However, they're not going to repost you on their pages. They want you to sell their clothes to your audience, but they're not going to post you to their audience. You can go on Fashion Nova's page now and see how many women of color they post on their page. See how many people with normal bodies they post on their page. To be honest, it's actually a joke, and I feel like these brands think that we're all stupid. And there are stupid people, but I'm not one of them. Like, I see everything. I understand the trends. I understand what brands are doing. I understand it's all about the money. I understand they don't genuinely care about us. The brands that do care about us, they're far and few between. Most brands, I'll say it again, care about your money. They don't care about you, okay? Don't try and get no allegiance. Like, don't think that these brands are your allies. They could care less. And I can just picture some brands, not all, but some brands Revolve just sitting in their offices and they're just laughing at us. They're laughing at us and they're laughing all the way to the bank because they're like, these people are so gullible. We just threw in a few buzzwords and now get their money. Don't be so easily manipulated. And I think a lot of manipulation is happening on social media at the moment. And that's why I could care less about it. Like, I post my stuff and I partner with brands that I believe in. That's why my whole Instagram is not littered with brands, because it's not about that. It's genuinely about me choosing brands or partnering with brands that genuinely care about me, care about my people, care about things that I care about. So you will see that I don't team up with anybody, and you see all the posts that I do post, but you also don't see the posts that I refuse to post, basically because they do not fit my brand, they do not fit what I believe in. We have to start being a lot more selective with our content and start to choose the brands that choose us, start to represent the brands that represent us, and stop letting these brands use you. And I see that there's one reason why these brands, say like Opoly, won't post black girls on their pages, is because when they post said black girl, they don't get as much engagement. And I'm gonna say to my sisters watching, if you want to be an influencer, you gotta make sure your content is tip top. You know how they say that black people have to work 10 times harder? It includes Instagram, it includes influencing. You gotta make sure your pictures are the shit, okay? You gotta go on their page, look at their aesthetic and mirror that in your post, okay? Make sure the lighting is good, make sure the location is on point, make sure your outfit is ironed, make sure your outfit is popping, make sure the colors pop, make sure the picture pops. You gotta look at a picture and be like, banging. If you want to get featured on the page, make sure your post fits that page. Yes, there's a lot of racism, but there's also a lot of content that is not up to standard. So there's sometimes I don't expect to be posted on some pages because I know that the picture that I took isn't gonna fit, and that's fine. I actually really don't care about being posted on other people's pages. I only really care about my page. I literally mind the business that pays me, okay? Yeah, I guess I made this video for you guys just to be aware of these brands who are literally using you to make more money, okay, and to seem trendy. My blackness is not a trend. You don't have to include me to fit a quota, and I refuse to be used in that sense. And it's so funny because Opolly messaged me this morning trying to do damage control, but I cannot be bought, okay? My opinions cannot be bought, and this is what they messaged me. Hi lovely, how are you? I hope you're having a great week.
I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is, and I've recently joined the collaboration team here at Opolly. I really love your content. I was wanting to touch base to see if you would like to work together. We have some amazing new pieces that I'd love to send out to you, return for tagged post on your page, which means they ain't trying to
pay me what you owe me.
If you'd be interested in creating more amazing content together, please let me know what I could send you along with your UK sizes.
Bye. Literally, don't ever message me again without asking me for my price list. You will get ignored. Like I said in my Why Influencers Are Broke video, we do not work for free. Pay me what you owe me. You want to use my platform, you want to do damage control, you want to use my followers, you want to reach them. No, Opolly. No. And I genuinely love their clothes. I genuinely love their page, and I understand completely. Their page looks banging. It looks banging to have all models that are like perfect looking, and I understand that as a marketing technique. But if you want to be exclusive, then be exclusive. But if you lose customers, then that's your fault. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking, when is your agency going to be out? Well, when it's ready, okay? I'm in the process of perfecting it right now so that every influencer gets what they're worth, so that smaller brands can shine, so we can make dope, amazing content. I miss the days of Instagram where there was just dope content. Pictures were sick. Nobody was looking for validation. It wasn't about numbers. It was about making dope content. And that's what my agency is going to be about. So when it's ready, it's going to be ready. And I've got all of your applications, everyone that applied for my agency. It's coming. Do not snooze or you will lose. Yeah, I don't want you guys to be exploited. Like, I sit back and I'm like, ew, you guys are literally exploiting these people. They're exploiting these women. Like, you don't even care about plus size women. You don't care about people that are disabled, and it just shows, and it's just disgusting. And I really hate that they're really using their platforms for such evil. Like, don't jump on the bandwagon. Don't do it because it's trendy. And one thing that happens with brands is that when they see something's trendy, they think, how can we market this? And especially these Instagram boutiques, they think, how can we market this? I just see people throwing out these buzzwords everywhere, and I'm just like, shut up. No, stop. This is not for you. Sit this one out, love. It's not for you, okay, babe? Sit this one out. Wait until you're truly inclusive before you can start claiming inclusivity. And I'm laughing so hard because on their post it said 0 tolerance. I'm like, that means you don't sorry. That means you don't tolerate. You have no tolerance. And even stupid blunders like that just shows that you guys don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Polly, just sit and eat your food, okay? You're cancelled. No, I'm joking. I don't believe in cancelling anyone, but I want this to be a lesson to brands like Opolly and even to people that are starting brands now. If you're going to be inclusive, then just do it. Stop talking about it. We can clearly see there are brands that I scroll past on my Instagram and I'm like, it should be normal. Inclusivity should be normal. It shouldn't be a trend. It should be normal. Why? Because we're all normal, okay? And I hate the fact that we have to talk about women of color and always sing and talk about ourselves like that we should be felt sorry for. You don't have to feel sorry for us. Like I said, we're #1 consumers. We got the money, we got the cheddar, and brands understand this. I just wish that Black people would understand this. I wish you would understand that you can say no to these brands. Do not support brands that do not support you. And like, I'm always happy to like go away with brands and stuff like that. But at the same time, I just understand that they're using us. And I hate to be used. If anyone's gonna be doing the using, it's gonna be me. Yeah, I hope you guys understood this video, and I don't want you guys to be punked because there's a lot of punking going on, and you guys have got to be discerning. Like I said, give your money to people that support you, and don't support anyone that doesn't support you because they will feel it. And stop trying to be included where you're not included. Create your own lane, and I'll talk about that in my next video. Create your own lane. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it if you care it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.